It
story.
snowed. Ready for it snow? I can hear you, Mike.
Lulay, lulay, my tiny child, too soon you'll know the world's so wild. Yes, all too soon you will be grown, and I'll bide here alone, alone. The rushing bellows you shall ride, and the light of the North Star will be your guide. But yet a while I'll have you stay, Lulay, my tiny child, Lulay. For you shall run in meadows green and sport with otters all in the stream, and you shall chase the dappled deer and swim with salmon in the waters clear, to glide with small birds in the sky on the tail of the south wind. You shall fly and take the high hills for your home, blood of my blood, bone of my bone. The moon must sleep beyond the tree, so weep, sweet maid, and makes us whole. Heart of my heart, soul of my soul. And when at last your course is run, joy of my joy, my little son, beneath the sky you'll stand alone, flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone. Yes, you shall stand on the cold black sands to cross over the waters of the western lands. But now I have you at my breast, Lulay, my sweet one, gently rest.
Welcome one and all to the celebration of the season. As we begin, I invite you to silence your phones. Give you a moment for that. And then open your hearts as we rise to sing our opening carol, People Look East. Take your seats. And so here we have gathered again for another candlelight evening. I call us into this time of celebration through words and music and in the spirit of this season, a season of change, a season of hope, a season of birth. May the spirit of this season be with us here and now. May it be a blessing to each of us and to those whom we love and care for. May the goodwill, the kind deeds, and the aspirations for peace and joy fill our hearts and light the way as we journey through this season. As is our custom, whenever we gather for worship as a congregation, we now kindle the flame of our faith. Together we light our chalice. Together we see its light. With kindness and in deep bonds of community, with love for the human family in all its variety, with reverence before the world and its teeming web of life, may we care for our earthly home and for each other with courage, love, and justice.
Season of community. It begins at midnight. by Reverend A. Powell Davies. Whenever we feel pessimistic concerning the future of humanity upon this troubled planet, we can always remember this, that with all our fears and failings, we have yet somehow managed to put the brightest of festivals in the darkest part of the year. Not at midsummer, but at midwinter, we celebrate most universally our hope and joy. The hardihood of this festival, continuing as it has through many thousands of years, gives us true confidence and reassurance. When it is darkest, we celebrate the light. When our earth is most desolate, we sing our joy. When the harshest and bleakest of the seasons is upon us, we can turn to gentleness and forbearance. Perhaps this is the thought above all others that can cheer us this year. It is the inner significance, the spiritual essence of this season that can mean most to us for once. If we are to celebrate the ancient festival of light overcoming darkness, it must be in the full knowledge of how dense is the darkness against which the light must shine.
Winter Bees by Joyce Sidman. We are an ancient tribe, a hardy scrum, born with eyelash legs and tinsel wings. We are nothing on our own. Together, we are one. We scaled 1,000,000 blooms to reap summer's glow. Now, in the merciless cold, we share each morsel of heat, each honeyed crumb. We cram to a sizzling ball to warm our queen, our home. Alone, we would falter and drop, a dot on the canvas of snow. Together, we boil, we teem, we hum. Deep in the winter hive, we burn like a golden sun.
In Winter by René Fumelot. In winter, any stretch of the road turned into a hockey rink. Children hand-made their hockey sticks. Blocks of firewood provided the goal posts. Players wore moccasins and parkas, and I couldn't figure out who was on what team. One November afternoon, I decided to watch closely. So the Eagles and the Ravens started with 5 players each. The score climbed to 1-1. Then the Ravens scored twice in a row, so they gave a player to the Eagles to even the chances. And later on, the Eagles led by 2 goals, and in turn, they gave a player to the Ravens. Then I understood why the scores were always so close. 2-1, 4-3, 3-2, and no team was ever beaten badly.
season of dark, peace, and longing. To Know the Dark by Wendell Berry. To go in the dark with the light is to know the light. To know the dark, go dark. Go without sight. And find that the dark too blooms and sings, and is traveled by dark feet and dark wings.
Snowy Night by Mary Oliver. Last night, an owl in the blue dark tossed an indeterminate number of carefully shaped sounds into the world in which, a quarter of a mile away, I happened to be standing. I couldn't tell which one it was, the barred or the great horned ship of the air. It was that distant. But anyway, aren't there moments that are better than knowing something? And sweeter? Snow was falling, so much like stars filling the dark trees, that one could easily imagine its reason for being was nothing more than prettiness. I suppose if this were someone else's story, they would have insisted on knowing whatever is knowable, would have hurried over the fields to name it, the owl, I mean. But it's mine, this poem of the night, and I just stood there, listening and holding out my hands to the soft glitter falling through the air. I love this world, but not for its answers, and I wish good luck to the owl, whatever its name, and I wish great welcome to the snow, whatever its severe and comfortless and beautiful meaning.
Listening to Christmas by Alan Harris. Have you ever heard snow? Not the howling wind of a blizzard, not the crackling of snow underfoot, but the actual falling of snow. We heard it one night in Wisconsin, quite unexpectedly, while walking up a hill toward our cabin in the woods. A soft whisper between footsteps. We stopped, switched off our flashlights, and just listened. All around us in the darkness, we heard the gentle fall of snow on snow. No wind, no sound but the snow. Have you ever heard Christmas? Not the traffic noises in the city, not the bells and hymns and carols, beautiful as they are, not even the laughter of your children as they open their presents, but Christmas itself. Have you been by yourself and just sat and listened to the silence within, patiently, without letting the mind race to the next Christmas chore? Perhaps if you have, you felt the pulse of all humanity beating in your own heart. Perhaps you noticed an outflowing of love for all your brothers and sisters on the earth, a soft sense of oneness with all that lives. In the silence of a snowy night, listen intently, holding your breath, and you may hear snow on snow. Serene, alone, undisturbed by thought, listen to the silence in your heart, and you may hear Christmas.
We have gathered this evening in longing and celebration to experience the joys and the depths of this holiday season. We long for a world at peace, We long for justice and the well-being of this land and its many peoples. We celebrate as well the gifts of word and music, this our enduring community, the gifts of family and friends. In this season, may we remember all the blessings that are ours with gratitude rather than taking them for granted. May we pause to look within and ponder in our hearts our own life's meaning. May we be filled with the warm spirit of hope, and may the peace and joy of this season be ours. And now we take time in this service to contribute to the vision and values of this place so that our journey together may endure. The ushers will now come forward to receive our gifts to support the good and ongoing work of this congregation.
The Huron Carol was written in 1642. Jean de Brébeuf, a Jesuit, who called the Wendat people Huron people. And in 1926, it was revised and became the song that many of us grew up with, but had lyrics that Dana Lynn Seaborn, who is a Métis woman who lived with the Wendat people for a long time and is a Unitarian minister in Victoria, or was, she felt that the words written in 1926 were typical of their time for the contempt and appropriation of Indigenous culture. She felt that there was a condescending and paternalistic racism within the language, in part because it was borrowed from, the language wasn't quite right. It wasn't Wendat. It was borrowed from Cree, which was part of the Algonquin tradition, and rather just a conglomeration of different ideas from different people. The Wendat suffered smallpox. They suffered smaller lands and being transported away from their lands. So she wrote this in 2018 in order to contain the stories that the Wendat share at midwinter. We gather at midwinter dark to share this hallowed night. Within our long house, warm and dry, the fire glows with light. Our elders sing a teaching song that fills the night that seems so long. This is our sacred home, 'neath heaven's dome. Shining stars proclaim the dawn. Sky Woman came down from above, but found no place to stand, till Toad put mud on Turtle's back, and that became the land. Sky Woman died in giving birth, her holy body fed the earth. This is our sacred home, 'neath heaven's dome. Shining stars proclaim the dawn. journeys neath the world we see, returns to make the shadows flee. This is our sacred home, beneath heaven's dome. Shining stars proclaim the dawn. Black robes came from lands afar and told us of a day. Judea had been colonized and Rome must be obeyed. A mother bore a child of light, rejoicing filled the starlit night. This is our sacred home, beneath heaven's dome. Shining stars proclaim the dawn. Rejoice, have courage, one and all. The stars shine overhead, the same stars that shone down upon a humble baby's bed. The infant grew to be a man, his words like stars, like many lands. This is our sacred home, beneath heaven's dome. Shining stars proclaim the dawn. Shining stars proclaim the dawn.
Season of Wisdom. There are two Jewish teachings from Rabbi Hillel the Elder, who came from Babylon to Jerusalem and was a spiritual leader of the Jews in Jerusalem for 40 years, beginning 30 years BCE, before the Common Era. He's known widely for two teachings. The first, if I am not for myself, who will be for me? But if I am for myself alone, what am I? And if not now, when? The second teaching, do not do unto others what you would not have done to you. That is the whole Torah. The rest is commentary. Go and study it.
Washing Clothes by Maulana Jalaluddin Muhammad Balkhi, or otherwise known as Rumi. Watch two people washing clothes. One makes dry clothes wet, the other makes wet clothes dry. They seem to be thwarting each other, but their work is a perfect harmony. Every holy person seems to have a different doctrine and practice, but there's really only one way. And in Dari, دو کس به شستن جامه سرگرمند. یکی جامه خشک را خیس می سازد. دیگری جامه تر را خشک می گرداند. به ظاهر کار همدیگر را تباه می نمایند، اما در نهان کارشان نغمه است هماهنگ و رازی است از نظم پنهان جهان. هر صاحب دلی را راه و رسمی جداست و هر عارفی را طریقت و اندیشه دگرگونه. لیک در حقیقت کار یکی است و آن جستن حقیقت یگانه است.
1 Corinthians 13, verses 1 to 7. If I speak in the tongues of mortals and of angels, but do not have love, I am a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. And if I have prophetic powers and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have all faith so as to move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give away all my possessions, if I hand over my body so that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind, love is not envious or boastful or arrogant. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices in the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things.
This morning, I Pray for My Enemies by Joy Harjo. And whom do I call my enemy? An enemy must be worthy of engagement. I turn in the direction of the sun and keep walking. It's the heart that asks the question, not my furious mind. The heart is the smaller cousin of the sun. It sees and knows everything. It hears the gnashing even as it hears the blessing. The door to the mind should only open from the heart. An enemy who gets in risks the danger of becoming a friend.
Dene Church by René Fumelot. René Fumelot, by the way, was I guess I could call him a dissident Roman Catholic priest, spent most of his life in Yellowknife. Dissident indeed. I met him cataloging his thousands of photographs at the Heritage Center in Yellowknife, and he had two pictures in front of him of two Dene politicians and elders, and he said, you know, these two never got along in life, but they're going to get along together now. I'm putting them together in this catalog. Dene Church. Organizing a local Dene church? No problem. We'll bring theology professors from PEI, religious brothers from Nova Scotia, priests from New Brunswick, deacons from Newfoundland, religious sisters from Quebec, liturgy teachers from Alberta, and catechists from Saskatchewan, gospel singers from Ontario, sacrament ministers from BC, Catholic youth from Manitoba. But what will all these people do? They will explain to the Dene, you cannot depend on outside help. You have to rely only on yourselves. You have to build your church in your own way.
This message is from Ngiwutsa. But first, Venue met Ngiwutsa when he used his early name, Phil Jones. Ngiwutsa became an ordained Unitarian minister in Canada after he fled Burundi. He established Flaming Chalice International to help refugees from Burundi come to this country. He helped to coordinate Venue becoming a partner church with the Rutana Unitarian Church in Burundi. We are fortunate to have 6 Burundian members from that community who are now in our congregation. And here's some pictures of him. The Power of Light, a reflection by Mwitanda Gijiman. Every year I remember a simple truth. Light never needs to shout to win. It wins simply by shining. Goodness is the same. It doesn't conquer by force or by making noise. It conquers by presence, by the quiet courage of those who keep showing up for one another, even when it's hard. It lives in the small, often unseen acts of care that hold communities together. A shared smile, a helping hand, a meal offered without being asked. When a neighbor visits another with a bowl of rice, that's a victory. When a child laughs after a hardship year, that is too is a victory. When a community finds the strength to forgive and begin again, that too is a victory. This to me is the true Christmas. Not the one measured in gifts under a tree, but the one found in hearts around the same table where kindness became the light that keeps us warm. And amahoro, peace, quietly settle among us.
I invite in body and spirit to sing our next carol in the bleak midwinter. There will be new words on the screen. If there are words on your heart that you would prefer to sing, that is okay.
Season of Celebration. This is from The House of Small by Emily Carr. We sewed presents for weeks before Christmas came. Kettle holders, needle, books, pen wipers, cross-stitched bookmarkers. Just before Christmas, we went out into the woods, cut down a fir tree and brought it home, and it breathed delicious live pine smell all over the house. Plum puddings were dangling from under the pantry by the tails of their boiling cloths. A month ago, we had all sat around the breakfast room table, stoning raisins while someone read a story aloud. Everyone had given the pudding a good luck stir before it went into the bowls and was tied down and boiled for hours in the copper wash boiler while spicy smells went all over the house. There was a high mantelpiece in the breakfast room. Christmas Eve, while we were hanging our stockings from it, my sister read from the night before Christmas. On the way to bed, we could smell our Christmas tree waiting in the dining room. The room was all dark, but we knew that it stood on the floor and touched the ceiling, and that it hung heavy with presents ready for tomorrow. And when the lights were lit, it would be more of them than any of us children could count. We would all take hands and sing carols around the tree. And at dinner, the biggest plum pudding was brought to the table with brandy fire leaping up its sides from the dish and with a sprig of holly scorching and crackling on the top. Christmas afternoon, Father took us walking around town to see the shops lit up, until at last we turned back home towards James Bay, ready for bed.
I dedicate this poem to all of us who have old friends for a long time we haven't seen or visit. Christmas is coming, so may we give them a call soon. This poem, To My Old Friend, by Du Fu, 8th century, Tang Dynasty. Even the best friends can be distant. Sun and moon rarely share the same sky. When you left, you had been single. Now you're married and have children. We are too old to waste our evenings. We have a lot to catch up on. You send your children to fetch wine, and we talk all night, drinking freely. Tomorrow, mountains will separate us, and the world will be in the same mess.
"3 Days Before Christmas" by Patricia Young. 3 days before Christmas, and a rock opera rendition of Silent Night was playing on the car radio. Beside me, my son hummed along. His friends slouched down in the back, their faces vacant, just glad to be going somewhere, anywhere, a rec center with a chlorinated pool. I was driving past the seawall thinking I'd drop them off and then stop on my way home for bagels and bananas, when a hand reached out from the sky and rested on my shoulder. All was calm. I remember the day was unseasonably mild, that sunlight haloed the cherry trees blooming too early along the winding coast road. I remember liking the rock opera rendition of Silent Night, also my son and his friends, the way they hunched over the towels in their laps as though the Christ child himself were jelly-rolled inside. All the same, how to explain that sudden peace? I was conscious as a tree is conscious. Like a stone, I simply was. And then the station wagon was a riotous belly emptying itself of 11-year-old boys. The hand lifted, the sky slammed shut, and I was myself again, a woman with graying hair, sitting in a parking lot, watching 3 boys swish down a sidewalk in t-shirts and jeans so enormous they might well have been small, fine-boned angels shuffling toward the bright waters of heaven.
By Michael Dennis Brown. Saw a lamb being born. Saw the shepherd chase and grab a big ewe and dump her on her side. Saw him rub some stuff from a bottle on his hands. Saw him bend and reach in. Heard 2 cries from the ewe, 2 sharp, quick cries, like high grunts. Saw him pull out a slack white package. Saw him lay it out on the ground. Saw him kneel and take his teeth to the cord. Saw him slap the package around. Saw it not move. Saw him bend and put his mouth to it and blow, doing this calming, half kneeling. Saw him slap it around some more. Saw my mother watching this. Saw Angela. Saw Peter. Saw Mimi with a baby in her belly. Saw them standing in a row by the dry stone wall in the wind. Saw the package move. Saw that it was stained with red and yellow. Saw the shepherd wipe red hands on the ewe's wool. Heard the other sheep in the meadow calling out. Saw the package shaking its head. Saw it try to stand. Saw it nearly succeed. Saw it have to sit and think about it a bit. Saw a new creature's first moments of thinking. Felt the chill blowing through me. Heard the shepherd say, "Good day for lambing. Wind dries them out." Saw the package start to stand, get halfway, kneeling. Saw it push upward, stagger, push, and make it. Stand, standing. So it surely was a lamb. A lamb. A lamb. Saw a lamb being born.
The Moment of Magic by Victoria Safford. Now is the moment of magic, when the whole round earth turns towards the sun. And here's a blessing. The days will be longer and brighter now, even before the winter settles in to chill us. Now is the moment of magic, when people beaten down and broken, with nothing left but misery and candles and their own clear voices, kindle tiny lights and whisper secret music. And here's a blessing. The dark universe is suddenly illuminated by the lights of the menorah, suddenly ablaze with the lights of the Kinara, and the whole world is glad and loud with winter singing. Now is the moment of magic, when an eastern star beckons the ignorant toward an unknown goal. And here's a blessing. They find nothing in the end but an ordinary baby, born at midnight, born in poverty, and the baby's cry, like bells ringing, makes people wonder as they wander through their lives what human love might really look like, sound like, feel like. Now is the moment of magic, and here is a blessing. We already possess all the gifts we need. We've already received our presents. Ears to hear music, eyes to behold lights, hands to build true peace on earth, and to hold each other tight in love.
Before we sing our closing carol, I want to thank you all for being part of this special night. And I want to thank the choir and David and Elliot and our musicians and our complement of readers, our key organizers, Connie Wigmore and Keith Wilkinson, and our stage manager, Karen Bartlett, as well as all of the elves that have played a part in bringing this service together, from decorating the sanctuary to bringing treats for our reception next door, to which you are invited in just a few moments. Thank you all in one for being here tonight. And now let us sing our closing carol, congregation remaining seated, choir remaining standing, Sleep, My Child. May the spirit of the season shared among us this night kindle in us anew the gifts of this sacred time, that from stories born of old we might uncover well-worn wisdom for the living of our lives, that from evergreen and burning embers we might recall that even the longest night is followed by the dawning of a new day, that from menorah and manger we might recognize the miracles in the making all around us, the miracle of the very life known to us in the beating of our own hearts, the miracle found in the love and compassion that heals hearts grown cold with bitterness or indifference. May this season renew our spirits in the knowledge that hope can overcome despair, that the promise of peace can reign upon the earth and take hold in the lives of us all, but only if we work to make it so. May we take from this night the courage to begin anew the work of hope and healing that is ours to do. May that be our gift in this season, to ourselves, to one another, and to our world. As we now extinguish our chalice, let us carry out into the world with us its love and peace. Go in peace, everyone. Good night.